This is lesson 61, and this is actually a pretty big session, this one. So we've just done 51 to 60, which is on the HRM. Now, what we're doing here, we're doing mission statements, aims, corporate objectives, strategies, and understanding what all of those mean. Now, really, all of those things, they just give a guidance to what the business is all about. So you can read a mission statement and it gives an idea of its core values and what it's really trying to achieve. So on here we have a mission statement is a declaration of an organisation's purpose, principal aims, identity, policy and values. So that's what a mission statement does. It clarifies really what the firm is all about. I think it's really important, the comment there when it talks about their values as well. A corporate aim is just like a broad statement of what the firm is trying to do, like we're trying to be the best chocolate manufacturer in the world, or we're trying to set up the #1 or the most exciting campsite that's ever been created. So a corporate aim is a long-term target for a firm. Then we have all the other things we have. So I actually quite like this here from Tutor to You, because it gives a mission, vision, aims or goals, and then the objectives. Right. What I'm going to do straight off this one is I'm going to give a list of a whole series of objectives that you can have. So a mission is the overall purpose of the business. A vision is the overall aspiration of what the business is actually trying to achieve. Could all go into business plan, general statements of what the business intends to achieve, and more precise and detailed statements about how the business is actually going to get there. So, lesson 61. Okay, so this is Drucker, and he talks about his corporate objectives. Now, actually, I really quite like this little model on here, because whenever you talk about corporate objectives, people say they should be measurable and everything else, but there's a bit of vagueness as to what they actually are. But corporate objectives is a way of measuring how well the firm is doing, and he's got 8 different areas on here, which is a pretty comprehensive statement really. So your market standing, what's your market share going to be in the future? Innovation, absolutely crucial for any firm. New products, better processes. Productivity, how much do you want to increase it by? Optimum use of resources. The physical and financial resources, your factories, where they're going to be built. Are they going to be built here or abroad? Or are you going to use 3D printing? Or are you hoping to use new processes in the future? Profitability, level of profit, return on capital employed. The management promotion structure, promotion development. And we've just been covering Hackman and Oldman's model. Employees, the organisational structure, how are we going to run it? The employee relations, and finally public responsibility, our social, ethical and our legal responsibilities. So all of these areas here can all have corporate objectives in. So what you do is you have your mission statement, which is like your values, and then you have your aims, which is your overreaching aim. We want to be the best manufacturer of, and then once you've done that, you then go down through your corporate objectives, and from here we're then going to get our strategies about what the firm's actually going to do, and a strategy is a long-term plan of action to achieve your corporate objectives. Okay, so on here is corporate objectives. Lesson 61, this is about corporate strategies, and a corporate strategy is a long-term plan to achieve a corporate objective. And a corporate strategy will then give out strategies for all the functional departments, and they will also then develop strategies and or tactics. Tactics are like short-term plans which help you to achieve the overall strategy. Okay, so what are strategies? I find it quite easy to think of strategies that firms can follow. So you can have global strategies, e.g. Volkswagen, Tata, Skoda, Coors, Cobra, McDonald's. Most firms these days, successful firms, will try and go global with their strategy because they can all achieve economies of scale, and they can build up a brand, and they can enter markets that are growing very, very quickly. Another one could be cost minimization, where your firm make sure there's a lower cost base than any other firm, so therefore they can beat any other firm on price. You've also got the ideas they can enter new markets, new products, they can diversify, if they can penetrate new markets, or cost optimization, which is cost minimization and spending lots of money on research and development so you can beat your competition like that. Nissan Leaf. Differentiation, which is a Porter's model. You should either minimize your costs or differentiate your product, building a brand, or a focus on a particular niche market from there. So those are corporate strategies, and then we have another tool which we call SWOT analysis. And the SWOT analysis is just simply, right, let's analyze where we're at with this firm. So it's got strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Internal to the firm are the strengths and the weaknesses. So you look at the strengths of the firm, the weaknesses of the firm, and then try and work out a plan of action from there. External to the firm, opportunities and threats. Right, what does it do? It helps you to understand your business, it helps you to set corporate goals. It's a pretty simple to use, it's pretty cheap to use. You can address the weaknesses of the organisation, you can capitalise on the opportunities, and from there you can go out and you can develop your business goals about what you need in the future. So this section here is really about corporate aims, objectives, mission statements, corporate strategies, and then to develop all of those things you can use a SWOT analysis from there. Lesson 61 finished.